Hello everyone, fabulous team members. I am going to do a very quick, very basic tutorial of Canva for everyone to kind of get their feet wet and start making their own graphics, which are so much fun. You will see once you start making them, they are just so much fun. So anyway, here I am on my home page in Canva. These are all of my all of your graphics that you will make will be listed down here. In order to create a design, you can either go up here and click this create a design, or you can pick whichever kind of design you would like to make. Most of the time, what we are going to be making are the Facebook posts and the Facebook covers. I apologize if you hear my son. He's sitting right next to me playing a farming simulator, so he might pipe up every once in a while, but I will try to keep him as quiet as possible. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a Facebook post. So you can click on that, and it will bring up over here. There are a whole bunch of layouts to choose from. Most of the time I will choose a layout because it's seriously simple. And so let's say we are going to create a welcome to our party graphic. So let me see, I'm going to use this one. Alright, so as you see there, behind here is a picture. You can click on this and you can delete that picture. Oops, that's not how you delete it. You can delete it right there. You can keep any or all of this wording. Obviously, we do not want to say anything about West Grove High. So we will be getting rid of this. So delete. Basically, I just use these as kind of a guideline and a template to do what I want to do with it. So most of the time I just delete everything, which I guess that's counterintuitive, but whatever. So I am going to search up here. You can search for images to use. These are their stock images, so they have tons of free images. They have some that will cost no more than $1. You can purchase credits to use towards layouts and images if you want to do that. So anyway, I am going to, that is my daughter sniffling in the background. I apologize for that as well. I am going to look for, let's see if we can just look up welcome. So we are going to just choose a picture. Let's do a wreath. Oh, how precious. Here is a wreath with eggs. Isn't that delightful? Because you know, when you think of books, you naturally think of eggs, so this is what we're going to work with right now. But as you can see, it just slipped right in there, and you can adjust if you, down here, there are these options. You can put a filter on the picture, which are sometimes nice, sometimes they're not. That's cool, so we will stick with that. You can copy a picture, which will bring an exact copy. We're going to delete that though, and we will delete that. So now what you want to do is this back here, this white here, you can keep that or you can get rid of it. I'm assuming it's a background, and you can see all of these options over here. There's layouts, elements. You can choose elements if you want to put in different shapes. They have squares that you can use. And you can change. Sometimes what I will do is, oh, and it's not going to work for me. Sometimes it can be tricky and it can stop working on you. But if it does that, you just save your work right here, save, and you can go back out to Canva and then just kind of redo it. But anyway, so there are shapes, there are lines. I like to have a lot of fun with these lines. Pretty much anything, you can switch the colors up. And I already have all of our branding colors saved here as my primaries. I'm not quite sure how I did that. But that's for, I'll post a comment in the comments if I remember. But anyway, you can change all these colors to suit whatever you want to do. So let's see. Let's go to background and see all of our branding colors are right here. I'm going to change our background to the purple. Oh, that's the background. This must be a line. Or maybe it's not. So anyway, you can change the background. You can change the colors of the elements that you use to fit our branding. And you need to make sure you pay attention to the branding guidelines. If you are using anything, any image that contains one of our books, you need to adhere to the guidelines very strictly, which means only using the text, the fonts that they approve, Museo instead of Museo, I think you can use, I can't remember them, but they are listed. The ones I use, if I add a heading, the one I use, if I am using an image of the books, I use Aleo, or there's really only two on here, Clicker Script. Those are the only two that I use in Canva if I am using an image of the books. However, if you're not using an image of the books, you can pretty much use your discretion. So down here, oh my goodness, it is not working for me. Look at how fun this is. I'm doing a tutorial and it's not gonna work. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what I said. Facebook post, we're gonna save it. We're gonna go back out to Canva. I know, buddy, it's sad. Here is the one I was working on, and there it is. So if it happens that it stops working on you, which it does occasionally, you just go right back out and now see all the options are there. So what I am going to do is I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to say welcome to the party. Yay. I'm going to go over here. And here you can see you can align it to the left, the center, or the right. I'm going to do center. I'm also going to adjust it. You can adjust the font, make it big, make it as big as you want. You can adjust the color. Let's go with green because that's always fun. And then you move it to where my little son is knocking me, so I apologize with that. You move it to the center. You can see there is a line that will, it's a dotted line that will show you where the center of the image is. So there's that. Logos. We need to have branding logos. So I come over here. You can upload your own images. So you upload your image. If you have your logos somewhere, mine are in graphics, branding. You always want to have your logos set. You can upload any of your logos. I already have my logos in here, so I'm not going to upload any more because I have enough, as you can see. I'm going to choose the black one. I am going to resize it. You just click on one of the circles and then you can move it. It'll say cutout and transparent images can't be put in frames. Try using a photo instead. Ignore that. It'll just put it wherever you want it. So there is our logo. Like I said, we have elements that you can use. You can use illustrations. Let's see what we have here. They have a whole bunch that you can pick from for free, so let's just pick this popsicle just for tutorial's sake. And like I said, you can change all the colors, so we can keep this as the blue. I'm going to change that to orange, and then we'll change the white to pink. Oh my, isn't that adorable? Alright, so we will squish this down. We can put one over here. It's very, very simple. And then you can even copy and put one over here. And it'll tell you where it lines up. You can see those dotted lines. And there, that's a very, very basic how-to in Canva. Once you are done with your image, you can come up here to download. I usually do image for web, and you just hit download your image. It will save it. If you have to pay for anything, it will tell you here are credits, because I do use Canva quite a bit, so I do pay to have some credits on hand. But you can do a one-time use, or you can do a multi-use, $10. But I'm not going to do that right now. But yes, you would purchase and download, and then what it will do is it will bring it up down here, and it will go into your computer downloads. So make sure you look in that file for your graphics that you've made, the downloads, and resave them to whichever folder in your Usborne folders that you would like to save them to, whether it's post-party, pre-party graphics, showtime graphics, hostess graphics, whatever. Just make sure that you take them out of your downloads and put them where you want to save them. Otherwise, they can get lost. I'm pretty sure that that is everything that I wanted to go over. There's always an undo button. If you make a mistake, you can undo it. But yeah, it's really all about just playing around with your layouts. If we wanted to completely get rid of this, we can start a brand new one. Do I want to leave? Yes, I want to leave this site. Don't tell me what to do. So I can do another Facebook post if I wanted to do a very generic thing. Just change my background, purple. Let's do a shape in here. We will do a square, which is also purple. There goes my son. A lot of times I will stretch these out to kind of make, excuse me, a mock banner or a header like this. See, look at how nice that looks. And then I will put some text in there. Let's make it real big, and we'll say welcome, and then we can put this down here. Oh my goodness, my daughter is, we can change the color again. Some colors work, some colors don't, so you really want to play around with that. We can pook. I'm so sorry. So if I wanted to do a book, I could come up here and search for an illustration of a book. And look, they have all these options. I like this one. And you can always stretch them out. And there's that. You can change the color. Oh, nope, you can't change the color on this one. Sorry, guys. Some of them you can change colors, some of them you can't. It's totally fine. You can find one that does change colors. I'm going to use this one. Oh, and please get out of my
way.
Yes, please get out of my way so that I can see what I'm doing. I apologize, everyone. I'm going to try and make this really quick. I'm sure I went way over what I said I was going to go over. But anyway, so we can switch up some of these colors to make them more branding specific. Blues. Let's change this to greens. You just change up the colors and make it your own. And then don't forget your logo. I also have a white logo. You want to download all of these. I believe you can get these in our Blossoms Drive, or you can go to the branding group and they have them all. But there's a very basic graphic for you. I hope that this was helpful. Remember to download your graphics and save them, and you can just have fun. And there are a ton of branding icons and things to help you out in the Blossoms Drive. But yeah, it's super, super fun. Be creative, be imaginative, have fun with it. and enjoy yourselves. And I wish you lots of luck. And I'm going to try and stop this tutorial now. Thank you for joining me, and see you later.